Welcome to our video series on saving money and reducing debt. In today's economy, it's more important than ever to take control of our finances and build wealth for the future. Whether you're trying to pay off credit card debt, student loans, or just looking to save more money, these tips and tricks will help you get on the right track. Tip number 1. Create a budget and stick to it. The first step to saving money and reducing debt is creating a budget. This means figuring out how much money you bring in each month and how much you spend. One way to do this is by tracking your expenses for a month and categorizing them into necessities, like rent and groceries, and non-necessities, like dining out and shopping. Once you know your numbers, you can create a spending plan that helps you reach your financial goals by cutting down on non-necessary expenses. There are a lot of budgeting apps and tools available online, such as Mint, EveryDollar and YNAB, that can help you keep track of your expenses, so find one that works for you and stick to it. Another way to stick to your budget is by cash envelopes method, where you divide your cash into different envelopes for different expenses like groceries, gas, entertainment, etc. This will help you track your spending and limit overspending. Tip number 2. Cut expenses. Once you have a budget in place, you can start looking for ways to cut expenses. This might mean canceling subscriptions you don't use, negotiating bills, or cutting back on luxuries. Take a look at your phone, internet, and cable bill and see if you can negotiate a lower rate with your provider. Or consider cutting your cable and streaming services. Another way to cut expenses is by looking for cheaper alternatives, such as finding discounts on everyday items or switching to a cheaper brand of products. Every dollar you save on expenses is one more dollar you can put towards paying off debt or saving for the future. Tip number 3. Pay off high-interest debt first. If you have credit card debt or other high-interest loans, it's important to pay them off as soon as possible. The longer you carry that debt, the more interest you'll pay. Prioritize paying off the debt with the highest interest rate first, such as credit card debt, and then work your way down the list. A good strategy for this is to pay the minimum payment on all your debts and then use any extra money to pay off the debt with the highest interest rate. Another strategy is the snowball method, where you pay off the smallest debt first and then use the money you would have used to pay off the smallest debt to pay off the next smallest, and so on. This can help in building momentum and motivation. Tip number 4. Make a plan for saving. Saving money should be just as important as paying off debt. Set a savings goal for yourself, whether it's a down payment on a house, an emergency fund, or a vacation. Then, make a plan to reach that goal by setting aside a certain amount of money each month. One way you can make sure you save money is by setting up automatic transfers from your checking to your savings account. You can start small, setting aside $10 or $20 a week, and gradually increase the amount as your budget allows. Another way to save is by having a side hustle or extra source of income, whether it's freelancing or a part-time job. You can also try to look for ways to save on your current income. For example, if you are able to negotiate a raise, or if you get a bonus at work, instead of spending it all, try to save some of it. Tip number 5. Invest for the future. Finally, it's important to start investing for your future as early as possible. Whether you're planning for retirement or just looking to grow your wealth, investing in stocks, bonds, or mutual funds can help you achieve your goals. Investing can be daunting, but a good start is to invest in low-cost index funds, which can give you exposure to the stock market without risking too much of your capital. An important thing to remember is to start small. If you invest small but consistent amounts, you'll be surprised how it can grow over time. Also, it's important to diversify your portfolio and not to put all your eggs in one basket. By having a mix of different types of investments, you can balance the risk and increase your chances of having a profitable return. Conclusion. Saving money and reducing debt takes time and effort, but it's worth it in the long run. By creating a budget, cutting expenses, paying off high-interest debt, saving for your goals, and investing for the future, you can take control of your finances and build wealth for yourself and your family. Remember that these tips are not one-time actions but rather a lifestyle change. It may be hard to stick to them at first, but the more you practice, the more it will become a habit, and the more you will see the benefits of your actions. Financial success is not about being rich overnight, it's about developing good habits and making small changes that lead to big results over time. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more money-saving tips and advice.